Hello world, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a very long video, so I'm sorry about that, but it is another create a sim video. As you guys might have already seen it in the thumbnail, I am doing the boys of BTS because, as you know, and I've talked about it in a couple of my other create a sim videos, I've been wanting to make them for so long, but I felt like I didn't have enough experience in create a sim. Before it was all about playing the game like the Sims. I was actually like doing stories and things like that. I was doing the Not So Berry, and then I have been wanting to start one on my own, like me and my boyfriend sim versions of ourselves, and then kind of just to explore the Sims, because I feel like if I play The Sims, I kind of choose the same careers and kind of do the same thing over and use cheats all the time. But this time, I want to play for reals. Like, I want to struggle for money. I want to find my own treasures. I want to explore different careers with our kids, you know, as the generations go on. Live in different worlds and do different things. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start that. I have created my sim self and my boyfriend's sim self, or his sim self as well. So I'm gonna start that soon, but right now I've been in the mood for creating sims, so that's what I've been doing. So we're gonna start off here with Jimin. He is my favorite out of BTS. He is bae. He is so handsome, he's the cutest, and I love him so much. And I am actually sad because they announced their new album, Map of the Soul 7, and they announced a tour, of course, but they're not coming here to Arizona where I live. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I might go to the California show. They have two, so I might go to one of them that's not too far from here. Hopefully my boyfriend says yes, because the tickets are kind of pricey. I think they start from what I saw from like $340, and then they can go all the way up to $7,000. I don't know what the 7,000 ones include, but $340 is a lot. So my dream is to see them in concert, and maybe one day even meet Jimin and V, because they're both my favorites, but mostly Jimin. But yeah, I don't know if he's gonna say yes. I might try to say that it's for my birthday, because I think they're gonna be over there in May. My birthday's in August, so it's kind of far off, but I could play it off as a very, very early birthday present, so who knows? Who knows how that's gonna go. But with Jimin, I do want to start actually by apologizing because I am all over the place in this video. It took me 2 days to fully like how they came out. I mess around with their skins a lot, with the eyeliner, eyeshadow. Here you can see me putting like face shine. I went back and forth to downloading CC because I wasn't happy with the hairstyles that I had. I thought I had it all under control, but I didn't. And then obviously, whenever I do create a Sims, I like watching music videos from the people, like Ariana Grande. I watched Ariana Grande music videos for Blackpink. I did the same for BTS. I keep doing the same. But the thing with K-pop stars is that in every music video they look different. They have a different hairstyle, their hair is a different color. Even how they dress has changed throughout the years, I think, a bit. I feel like they have matured a lot too. Before, they used to wear like a lot of ripped clothing, and now like they kind of changed that. Now they wear a lot of patterns, and I don't know, like their jeans aren't as ripped as they used to be, and they wear a lot of suits now whenever they're on shows and stuff. So I tried to stick to modern version to what they looked like during the Grammys, during the performance. So I did try and recreate all those outfits, and then I don't show it in the video just because this video was getting way too long. But I also did another version of the outfits that they wore for the red carpet event. So like they were all wearing like trench coats and, you know, like suits and stuff like that. So I did that as close as I could. But again, I don't show that in the video, sadly, because just for time saving sake. But I did that, and then I kind of went back to older things that I've seen them wear, not precisely identical to anything, but just what I would think they would wear based on their styles. So you saw me create Jimin, so I do start by doing all like the base sims first, creating the person, and then I'll come back at the end and be all over the place with the outfits and changing hair colors and stuff like that. But I created Jimin. This is here is V. So like I said, V is my second favorite. He's spade number 2 because she means spade number 1. But for him, obviously, yes. So what I was doing, I had the second tab on my computer open and I kept Googling like images of themselves, and what I try to do first is to get their side profile down, like to like how their forehead goes, although it's really hard to see their foreheads because their hair covers it for most of them. And then their noses, so I tried getting their noses as precisely as I could, and then the lips, obviously the chin, everything aligned from the side, and then I would go back and focus on the front. I think what makes the bigger difference here is obviously after the side profile was done, the eyes. Once you get the eyes and the eyebrows, I feel like the rest of the face is easier, just because it's just, well, the nose, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but the nose, I feel like from the front it might not make too much of a difference. From the side is where it matters. So yeah, I think for V, I don't know if I get his hair. Oh, I do get his hair. So I get this one. My favorite time of V, like his hair color at least, it was when he had the gray color with the like the very light blue eyes. He looked very sexy, so that's what I try to go for. I wanted to stick to formal, or not formal, current version, but I could not create BTS and not do the versions that I liked better of them, if that makes any sense. So I had to go back, and I think I do go back, maybe not here, but I do go back in later, and this is like his current version of himself. But I am moving on here in a bit to, I think it's RM coming up next. RM, I guess, would be my third favorite. Like, I'm putting them kind of like in a scale of 1 to 7 because there's 7 of them. So Jimin would be my first, V would be my second, and then RM would definitely be my third. Not so much because I'm in love with him like I am with V and Jimin, but because I love him. Like, his personality is so funny. He is the leader of BTS, so he's always the one talking for them. And I did watch all the interviews and things like that. I feel like he gets very shy and he struggles a little bit with his English, but I find it very cute. I feel like his English is actually pretty good, but he gets nervous during the interviews that his mind goes blank, which is completely understandable because that's how I am too. Like, I'm not a very social person. I would say I'm actually like socially awkward. Like, I just can't hold up a conversation in real life, which is very funny now that I'm on YouTube because, or maybe it's different because you don't see my face. Like I said, I do have a camera that I bought, but I have not been able to use it because I'm too shy to do it. And plus, my background is not pretty, so I don't know if you guys would like to be seeing an ugly background. Yeah, it's just not pretty. But I don't think it matters for now. Maybe once I move out of this place and have a new house, hopefully there are a lot of plans, I can go ahead and set up like an actual office space, because right now I'm just in my bedroom. I could have an actual office space and maybe put like cute fairy lights and things like that in the background. I have a lot of pops, so maybe I can put all those pops as decoration there. But yes, for RM, what else was I gonna say about him? Yeah, he's just really funny, and like I said, he's a leader, and I think he looks different from the rest of the voice just because he has the dimples, which are freaking adorable. So I do make sure that the dimples are a part of his person here on The Sims. And the thing about the dimples in The Sims is that sometimes they look good when the Sim is smiling, because dimples are not always there. I think for him, they're there kind of all the time, but when he smiles is obviously when dimples show up the most. So they look kind of weird here. They kind of look like, they kind of make, I can't even talk. They kind of make his face look a little bit more square, kind of like chiseled, which I don't think he has. He has more of a round face, but his dimples are definitely there. But I don't know, like, I'm pointing at the computer and showing you, like, you can see what I'm talking about. But like around his face, it kind of looks like he contoured his cheeks, I guess. But obviously, no, he didn't. Those are just dimples. And as far as his eyes, I think that I can't remember. I've never really seen him wear contacts, and if he does, I think he keeps them like pretty like natural. He doesn't go to like blue or green or anything like that. So I just gave him like regular brown eyes, but like a lighter color of it. And then obviously I gave everyone the same lipstick. I just switched it out from some of them they were like a little bit brighter, redder, and some of them are just more subtle, like him in this instance. Right now we are moving on to, I think this is Jungkook. I can't, I don't know, but this is oh my god, the more I say it, the weirder it sounds. I'm sorry. Jungkook. I don't know. But yes, I'm moving on to him. He is the lead singer. I would say he is the first person voice in all the songs, and he's also the youngest out of the group. I'm not sure who the older one is. I think the older one would be RM, if I'm not mistaken. It's either RM or J-Hope. I'm not completely sure. I kind of want to Google it, but yeah, then I'm not gonna Google it because it's gonna be loud, and I don't want you guys to hear the keyboard and stuff. But for sure, Jungkook is the youngest one. I think. Well, I don't know how old he is now, but I know he is the baby of the group. And with Jungkook, I was kind of like very conflicted because there is two looks basically that he's iconic for, or not iconic for, but two ways that I see him myself. There's like the shorter hair Jungkook, and then he went through a phase where he had very long hair and people were mad and they just wanted him to cut his hair, and then he finally did and people were happy. But I don't know, I kind of liked long hair him, so I do go ahead and give him the long hair because I found it and I thought he looked perfect. But it's very funny because when I went through with that long hair, I couldn't stop seeing Edward Scissorhands, which is funny, like I said. But yeah, I did want to include that in here because I kind of really did like that. Oh, another thing I didn't include, or actually I don't even know if it was in the beginning or not, I think they cut it off. There was a portion of the video where my camera just gave up and it started filming. It stopped filming, sorry, not started. So there is some stuff that you'll see me just jump to, and then you'll be like, why didn't you show that? It's because my camera stopped recording at some point. But then I realized, good thing I did, and I came back and I just turned it on and recorded the rest of it. But what was I gonna say? Yes, for Jimin in the beginning, I actually do find the CC for his Nevermind tattoo, that one he has kind of like in his ribcage going across his side of the body. So this Jimin actually does have that one. And then for Jungkook, I was not able to find his army tattoo that he has on his hand, so I did not include that, sadly. And then other than that, I don't know if anyone else has tattoos from the group. I don't think so, at least. I don't know. I don't know. But I was sad because I really did want him to have that tattoo, because during the time that he got the tattoo is actually when he had the long hair, and there's pictures of him like circulating with tattoo and with the long hair of him at the airport. So that's kind of the look that I go for his long hair outfits, and you'll see it in a bit, like I said. But here I am looking for the hair. There's a lot of hairs that I downloaded that I guess I didn't get the mesh, so you can see they don't work. But it's fine because I feel like at the end everything ended up working out. But here is his long hair. I think it's so funny. Like, tell me that you don't see Edward Scissorhands. Like, if I made his skin color lighter and gave him the scars, I feel like you can totally see Edward Scissorhands. But yes, moving on. I think this is Jean. I'm not complete. Yeah, this is Jean. Okay, I'm looking at the little time skip at the bottom. Yeah, but this is Jean. For him, I just kept him basic with the black hair because that's the look that I like best on him. I do remember he had blonde hair at one point, but I didn't want to go through that. And then especially because I was gonna give him different outfits, and once you use the same hair, because I feel like his hair stayed pretty much the same, he just has dyed it different colors, but the style hasn't really changed. So if you use the same hair and you change the different outfits, you can change the color, but then once you come back to the main outfit, the hair will be the same in all of them, basically all outfits. So that was pretty annoying, so I just left it black, and it's good, it works out because I like him with black hair the best. And I do love his eyebrows. I think his birthday was a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken. I saw it on V Live. And then I know for Jimin it was a couple months ago as well, he turned 24. and they made a big deal of it on I think Japan and like China, and they put banners in Korea like on the buses and things like that. All the fans did that for him, which I thought was really cool. And so yeah, for Jin, I don't know, like I don't know much about him. I see him on the videos obviously, but I don't see, oh actually I think he might be the oldest. Yeah, I think he might be the oldest. But like I said, yeah, I don't know much about him. He's just in the videos. I know he's also one of the lead singers, so the lead singers would be Jungkook, Jimin, and Jin, and V obviously, and then the rappers are RM, J-Hope, and Suga. But for him, I know I watched the hide and seek game on the Late Late Show, and he was the funniest out of all the reactions because he was hiding in the photo booth, and when they found him, he actually got scared and he was actually taking pictures of himself in the photo booth. So when they carried him off onto the chair, he had the pictures of himself waving around in his hand. So he was pretty funny. This is J-Hope. So okay, like I said, he's one of the rappers. If you guys haven't seen, he actually has a video or a song / video with Becky G named Chicken Noodle Soup, which I think is very, very catchy. And like the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my god, this song stuck in my head for the longest time. But yeah, other than that, actually today I saw it on Twitter and I saw the video on YouTube as well. He released a song for BTS obviously called Ego, so that's all J-Hope. If you haven't heard it, I would suggest you do because it's pretty good. But yeah, for him, I remember him two ways. I remember obviously what his hair looks like now, which is like that kind of like bleached blonde. And then back in the day when he had the red hair, which I think I liked the best on him. I like the red hair, so I did include his red hair. And then also, like I said, Korean version for everyone. So I gave him the bleach blonde that he has now. Which it's like a bleach blonde, like / brown color. It depends on the day. But yeah, I think he was the hardest. I was trying so hard. I created screenshots for the end of this video, so you guys will see those, and you guys will probably laugh so hard like I did when I was creating them, because what I was trying to do was like split them, so like half of it was Sim and then the half was like the real person. But some of them I could not find pictures of them like facing just forward and like with their lips sealed like on the Sims, you know, like the Sims don't have them like their mouths are moving. Anyway, so some of them look kind of funny, and then like for example V, I like in the picture that I found of him, his mouth is open and then like, he's kind of like looking to the side, like to the left, and then the Sim version is just looking forward and his mouth is closed. So he looks kind of funny because it doesn't match like 100%. So you guys will probably have a little laugh out of that, but I still included it to kind of see the like how the resemblance of the Sim to the real person looks. I think I have moved on to Suga. This is the last one. Is he the last one? Let me take a look. Yes, he is the last one I'm creating. So with him I did struggle a little bit more because he also looks very different from the other guys. His face is a lot more rounder. I feel like the other guys have like a more like chiseled, like kind of like thinner, like with the like pointy jaw, like a little jaw or a little chin. But he's like the opposite. His face is more rounded and he has like very like chubbier cheeks, which are really cute. His nose is also like very like rounded. So I struggled, as you can see, with getting the right shape of the nose. And then for his eyes, he doesn't really do like the makeup like the other. I mean, he does do the makeup, but I feel like the makeup looks different because of his face shape. And I feel like he has like a different eye shape as well. So I do struggle a little bit with him. But I don't know, I feel like at the end, he's the one that looks most like himself, which is weird. The same eyeliner that I had tried for the other guys, I tried on him, and for some reason it just wasn't working. I think it's because of his difference in eye shape. So I do end up going back and giving him one of the girl eyeliners that I got. And I felt like it worked in the beginning, but towards the end I go back and I changed it. Like I said, at the end I go back and I basically change a lot. And this is out of the video, of course, because again, I had to, if I would have left this whole video, just like reduced it on time, like made it faster, I probably would have had maybe like 40-minute video. So I got that, no, actually maybe more, maybe like an hour video, and I reduced that to the 27 minutes maybe. so it's still pretty long. Yeah, because the whole video, like, yeah, because after I cut everything down, it was like 30 minutes. I cut little things out, like the outfits and things like that. So yeah, let me set back to like around 27 minutes. So yeah, it's basically like a half-hour video already. And then yeah, it was probably like an hour, maybe an hour and a half after it's been sped up, because I had maybe like 5 hours of total in this video, like just raw footage. And here is where I start jumping around. So as you can see, this is where I wasn't recording. I realized I had already given Jimmy this outfit, which is his first one. And I changed his hair back to pink because I loved his pink hair so much. I also loved his silver hair, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to talk about his pink hair. I do go back and change it for V. Here I am messing with his eyes again. I feel like I didn't get the right eye color. And I go back to give him that silver hair that I loved so much on him. And then I do give him the earrings that he wore in, I think, one of his videos. And then what else? I think I do mess around with his like his skin details and stuff like that, but I think I cut that out because of time reasons. For Jungkook, here I am dressing him for his long hair outfits. So I do just give him like a long sleeve sweater, and then I give him just like some cargo pants with like the army print on them, and just some boots. And I do give him like that face mask that they wear. I'm covering my mouth. The face mask that they wear, because he was wearing one at the airport. They always wear them for the airport. And then that one that I gave him actually says Jungkook. I didn't have any plain black ones, so I just gave him the one that says Jungkook on it. But yes, the sweater clips through the pants a little bit, but it's like, I didn't care. I just left it on because it looked okay still. For Suga, I did like the blue hair, so I did go back and get some CC for the blue hair, and I gave them to him here, as you guys can see. For RM, I do go back and give him the silver hair that he had first that I love so much on him as well. And then for his second outfit, I go back to like the current longer swept to the side blonde hair that he has now. For his outfit, I just went simple. He just wears denim jackets, so I give him a denim jacket with denim jeans and some boots. Here I am back to Jungkook and giving him his back in the day hair, I guess, because he used to have like the fluffy black hair. So this is the hair that I give him for his old school outfit, I guess. And then I wanted to go, I think it was based on the Fake Love video. He's wearing like a sparkly red jacket with like a zebra undershirt. Obviously I don't have that. The closest thing that I had was this jacket. So I just gave him this jacket with some jeans. For V, I gave him this shirt. He has a total of 4 outfits. So I gave him this shirt with the same pants, same boots. But I do change the other outfit to this one. I do give him some boots, and then I gave him like a choker, which you guys will see on the screenshots. Because I felt like that was in the Fake Love video, he has like this harness thing going around like his waist that's white with the black shirt. So that's kind of what I try to emulate, but obviously I don't have anything related to that. That was an outfit that I gave to Jin. For Suga, I'm giving him this based on his Grammy award, or the Grammy I'm blinking the word. The Grammy thing that they did with Lil Nas, the presentation or the performance. There you go, the performance. So he was wearing stripes. I don't have a blazer, but that's the closest thing. For J-Hope, what do I give him? Oh, I do go back and I give him a sweater just because I think it was in the Idol video. He's wearing like a Bugs Bunny yellow sweater, so that's what I kind of based this one on. And then I think I do give him a red jacket as well based on the Grammys performance again. And then I don't even know if I show that on here. Nope, we're back to Jimmy. I just changed the color on his sweater to a gray one because of the late night show. He was wearing a gray sweater, so I just gave him that. But based on his Grammy performance, again, I gave him a black blazer with, like, he loves wearing those V-necks that I love so much on him. But I give him that, something similar with some jeans and some boots. They all love wearing those little black booties. And I do change his necklace, and I do change his hair as well to something that I feel like feels more like, I don't know, this hair just didn't feel right. I mean, maybe old Jimmy with the pink hair, it was fluffy like that, but not currently. I go back to this hair, which I think is totally him nowadays. His perfect hair, and he is wearing glasses during the performance, so I give him glasses here as well. But you can remove them. I think he still looks great. He is my favorite. He's my number one. But no, up to my number 2. For V, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, for his current Grammy performance as well. He's wearing like a headband with his black hair kind of like separated. I gave him the shirt. Obviously, I can't give him the cardigan like hanging off the shoulders like he had it. The pants, and then the same boots that everyone has. And there we go. He is done for. After this, I think I go back to Jin, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it's Jungkook. So I do go back to Jungkook. He's wearing a leather jacket, and I gave him this one in the game, but then I ended up finding another one off screen, so I do change it, but it's still a leather jacket. I do change his hair to what it looks like currently. He kind of like has it split down, and it kind of like covers his eyes, and it's like a light color brown. So that's what I go for, and I think it just completes him and makes him look so much like himself. So here it is now. And then lastly, I'm gonna do J-Hope. Here's me going back to that red jacket like I had talked about, and then I go back to Sugar and I do a little bit things. But I'm gonna say goodbye, guys, because this is the end of the video. I'm gonna go to screenshots, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know how I did in the comments and leave any suggestions of who you would like me to do next. And I do have a couple other videos planned out for you guys, but please leave your suggestions down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.